What justifies you being a speaker of non-duality, enlightenment, consciousness? What are your credentials, Mr. Popsy, Mr. Hyannis? What gives you the right to talk as if you know something that is not relevant in this human world? Justify yourself. You see, there's no reason for anyone to become enlightened. I had to overcome the justification for many years in my life, as a person, as a mind, as a form, as Graham. I felt obligated to justify myself to the extent that you don't fit into the world. And suddenly, awakening, enlightenment is a free and liberating moment to say, I don't have to justify myself to anything. Within the laws of the human world, within the guidelines, within the rules and the regulations, I can do anything I like. That's very egoistic. But justifying yourself is also egoistic. I don't know anything about awakening and enlightenment. I know there's a change. I know it's a justifiable change. It's a real change. It's a powerful change. To be original, to be genuine, to be honest, and say it as it is. It's not easy for people, you know. I watch now, I look from as the observer and see everyone justifying themselves. The newsreader has to justify that he's saying the news right. He has to wear the right clothes. He has to follow the right process, the right protocols. Now that may be relevant in the human world. The child has to justify why he's late from school. Why are you late, son? Parent died. Oh, sorry. You know, so we create a world of opposites. We create a world of spontaneity. But we also create a world of, organized, structure, planned. And we don't know which one to follow. But the fact is, no one gets it right. But there's something within us all that keeps putting us back on the right path, back in this present moment. There's absolutely something controlling you right now. Not your head, not some fake God, fictitious words. They're relevant when they're relevant. When you're feeling down, when you're feeling lost, when you're feeling lonely, when you're feeling you don't fit in. There's something really close by to you that's saying, I'm here. And just call me. And Jesus used the word me. Yuji Krishnamurti used the word me. Jiddu Krishnamurti used the word me. All the saints, Siddharth Maharaj, Nisargadatta Maharaj, Neem Karoli Baba, Ramana Maharshi, Papaji said, follow me. Look into myself and discover through me the way. Now the way, you're not put back on the path to say, like, I'm going to show you the way. I'm just putting you back on the path. So there's no superior being sitting in front of you, no superior speaker. But there is no superiority in this world. There's no authoritarian voice that can change your journey. And in death, the most miserable, suffering, painful death, when that last breath comes, back in the path for the next stage, for the next show, for the next drama. Whatever it is, whether it's a drama, whether it's a contented, peaceful, mindful life, whether it's boredom, whether I'm highly autistic, highly schizophrenic, highly normal, that means nothing to the mind. The mind says, yes, cast these aside, back on the path. You don't follow the opposite path of asking everyone else to justify themselves, because I had to do it for 45 years. I had to justify myself to myself, not to others. Sometimes to others. In the classroom, and to the parents, to the children, to the police. What's your name? Graham. I don't believe you. Well, you're right, because my name is not Graham. My name is I. Okay, don't speak to me like that. What is your full name? And you tell them your full name. Okay, now that you've justified that, you're okay, you're free to go. That's a world that we create. And it's an okay world. There's guidelines, there's rules, there's regulations, there's pretty shallow thinking, it's pretty primitive, it's pretty Neanderthal, it's pretty old-fashioned, it's pretty, still working from the manifesto of 2,000, 20,000 years before Christ or whatever. Still the manifesto, I'm in charge, you're at the bottom. Still the hierarchy of life, And justification means you're trying to get up the ladder. And I say, the hell with the ladder. Walk on earth. Walk flat. Walk straight. Walk narrow. Walk wide. But don't look up and don't look down. The only way you look in is when you have suffered the out world. The world of justification, the world of measurement, the world of judgment, the world of analysis, the world of preferences, the world of choices, the world of damn opposites. I don't see opposites. I mean, apart from each word being different sound, different symbols, different spelling, it's all the same. Life is living itself. You can look at the meaning and look at 5 or 6 options of what that means. You can put in commas, punctuations, question marks, exclamation marks. You can change your world with a dot. And you don't have to justify it to yourself, to God, to consciousness. We have to justify it to the system, the systematic way. But hey, that's not the worst thing that humans have done. There are many worse things that we won't even discuss just now because it's not relevant in the here and now at this moment, in this pretty profound and deep and genuine talk. This body had to go through 7 years of bliss. You say, wow. The mind says, wow, I wish it was me. 7 years. Not confronting the duties of the person, the duty of man. Enticed into religion, enticed into spirituality, enticed into Vedantic ways or Upanishad ways or Buddhist ways. And all the time the family is calling. all the time. Nature. The reality of nature, the reality of life. This is reality, you see. Enlightenment, awakening, spirit, soul, consciousness. Is to become the dreamer. This also is a dream. But this dream is taking place with a body, with a form, with life, with colours, with shapes, with activities, with experiences, with all the things that is really relevant in this world. Why would you accept to be born through a negotiation or a choice or a forced existence by God and then deny it? You know, if you want to understand the truth that all the scientists keep trying every day, the religious, the people, they go to church, they pray, they try, they meditate, the spiritualists do this, the scientists fly into space, they do all these wonderful things, and they experiment, they biologically experiment. They're great people, Roger Penrose, Rupert Sheldrake, and Deepak Chopra, and they're all doing wonderful things, and they're all experimenting and exploring the quantums, the holograms, the strings, the big bangs. And at some point they will shift into their own pure, original understanding of what life is, what God is, what consciousness is, what spirituality is, what soul is, and they'll realize that everything is happening, but with no purpose, no meaning, and no intention. If there is any creator, there's no intention of revealing itself ever. Because once it's revealed, it's all over. Why would we want to reveal it? And then we say, yes, job done. I think one of the most psychological, mentally positive things that Mooji said was to one of his disciples, meeting God. Mooji says, okay, so you meet God. He buys you a cup of tea. You meet him in the marketplace. You sit down, you look into his eyes. He says, why? What is it that you want? He says, I always want you. The disciple says, I always wanted to meet you. And God says, yeah. Now what? Now what? Tomorrow, if it comes, is a reward. It's something worth waiting for. If the deal was you meet God and then infinite black death, what's the purpose of life? End is just a weak and lazy way to say, I've had enough. And that's what you say when you're trying to justify yourself. I've had enough justifying. Why does no one like me? Why can't I fit in? Why can't I, get my self in the door of success? Why can't I just be openly kind? Why can't I? If I had money, I would do this to the world. I will do that. I would change everyone's life. Bollocks, bullshit, nonsense. Be as you are. Accept what you are. You don't have to justify yourself. You don't have to justify anyone except the officials, the hierarchy, the stuff, the nonsense of life, the illogical way of, yes, there's probably hundreds and thousands of ways, millions of ways that we could live this life out better. But no one's listening to you. No one's listening to me. Just get on with it. Be proud of your life. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of what you are. My journey of enlightenment, I would sell tomorrow. If I knew what I know now when I was a child, I don't have to hide from the world. I don't have to walk alone. I don't have to be frightened of words and names and all that noise and nonsense. Value your grandparents, value your parents, value your children, value your teachers. And just get on with it. I see no importance in moving up the ladder. I see no importance of coming down the ladder. The importance is just to be as it is. The importance is to be present, be genuine, and be real. Religion exists, let it exist. Science exists, let it exist. War exists, let it exist. It's hard for the mind to accept that. It's very difficult for the mind to accept what is going on in this world. But is it true? Is the television screen lying? Is there bombs outside your window? If there are bombs outside your window, it's 100% true. And you're facing up to something that should never happen. Facing up to a bomb, or a piece of machinery, or a piece of metal, or a stone falling on your head and taking your life away. It's primitive, it's Neanderthal. It's destructive. It is sickening, it is evil, it is satanic. You can call it what you like. The devil inside you is to say, prove that you're a good boy. Prove that you're going to go up the ladder of success. Prove. Justify. Try hard. This way. No, don't do it your way. And that one that is saying it in a very nasty way is saying it inside. Don't do it your way. Just let myself put you back on the path. Because on the path, there's no opposites, there's no war, there's no freedom, there's no bound body, there's no being individual person, there's no being a soul, there's no being a pure enlightened saint in a world of I don't care about the world down there, I found my truth, I found God. The true path is whatever it is, it truly is. So what the speaker is saying, I have found something that is very, very average. Buddha calls it contentment. Everything's okay, everything's the same. Everything is peaceful, everything is happy within. And in the outside world, same. Until the bombs come. Until then, I wish you all no harm. I wish you all no need to justify who you are. Unless it's the man collecting the debt at the door, you need to owe him the money. That's the way it is. A world run on money, run on power, run on greed, and run on the 7 sins that they talk about. To hell with it, I don't have to justify that I know about these things and that I don't like or like these things. I have no time. No time other than fulfilling my day with life, with love, with compassion, with kindness, with giving, with dreaming that your life will be spectacular if you allow it to be. You discover these words. Discover what it is. And discover that it truly is. And everything will be as it is. I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.